Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Hope everyone is having a beautiful morning. As for myself, I'm having a beautiful morning. So today is Thursday, right? The time is 3:30. Um, I was chopping it up with my cousin, and we had a long discussion. We were just talking about life. We were just talking about basically, well, first it was talking about just individually, but when I speak about myself, but I generalize it, and the reason why I generalize it is because I was under the same mindset, and like most of us are in this world, we're being tricked, we're being normalized by violence and drugs and murders and stuff like that, right? You know, in and out of jail, in and out of prison, that we cannot see, right? Hold on. So this right here, I'm I'm gonna try to make my green juice. I'm making this right here with apple. I ain't gonna try. I'm going with apple, right? With ginger. Try to get the organic ginger. See how this ginger look? You see how small look? Hold on. Let me take this out. Let me take a piece of it out so you can see. This is real live ginger. Look how small this ginger is. Look, this ginger is small, very small, right? This is real ginger, not that huge ginger that you see. I never saw no huge ginger like that. Like it looked mutated. The ginger looked mutated. Also want to tell you about this. The cleaner. Please get this. Please get it. This is a detox, natural detox. All this, I'm about to order me another pills. Another pill. This one comes with 104, right? This is it says veggie pills. So all this is veggie in it. This is a natural cleaner. Now I'm gonna say this again, right? This cleans the kidneys, the blood, the colon, the stomach, the lungs, the liver, prostate, toxin, and then it helps you lighten up your skin. All right, let me jump right on this. This topic is called live the life, leave the life, ain't no thing. Live the life and leave the life ain't no thing. The reason why I said this topic is to live the life. It's the life that we was living before and the life that we're living now, and we trying to keep on this tradition, this tough persona addition towards life. And that's not the way to go. That's not the way to go. You know, murdering people, killing people, selling drugs, um, just ruining our life that was given to us, which is a gift to us, right? Live the life means basically it's the things that we are being taught in society and the things that have been passed on and the things that we see with our own eyes and we hear, we taste, we feel, right? Which these things add up to negativity. It adds up to negativity. It's not talking about to build oneself up. It's talking about actually to deter yourself from building yourself up, from seeking some type of assistant with helping you to achieve the next level in life, right? It's being constant plagued with violence, drugs, killings, and murders, right? And thinking that this is the life that we need to uphold. And we are plagued with this outside our communities. We are plagued with this new thing about Don Julio. We are plagued with the same thing with the Chinese food, which is produces cancer cells, which activate cancer cells in our bodies. We keep feeding it, feeding it, feeding it. Yo, man, we have so many odds and so many things up against us. It's crazy. And all the information is out there, right? We are plagued with sugar. We are plagued with nicotine. We are plagued with, you know, we are plagued with cocaine. We are plagued with um, opium. We are plagued with just about everything that you, obesity. We are plagued with food. We are plagued with this music, this toxic music that's being spread out there now. I mean, we are plagued with so many things. We have so many things that we have to battle that we don't have time to focus on. So some of us that have the knowledge, we need to teach that amongst each other, how to save each other, because it's not easy. And then you need help spiritually. Spiritually, you need help to be pulled up. You cannot do it alone. You cannot do it alone. You need help. You know, live the life, leave the life ain't no thing. Meaning that, you know, it was taught that to be hardcore, to live this life and not see the other side, not see the potential that we have to grow, to make it to the next level. There's some of us that's you know, that's just straight up that's not gonna make it to the next level. That's not gonna make it to the next level. It's sad to say, but there's some of us that's not gonna make it. So those that do make it and those that do understand the mentality of live the life and leave the life ain't no thing, need to spread the warning, need to warn other peoples about living this life, because it doesn't bring no reward. Only the reward is death in jail for the rest of your life. That's the reward that you want. That's some of the reward that the people want. They want it. It's like a badge of honor. It's like a badge of honor to murder somebody and go to jail for the rest of your life, 25 to life, man. You see it every day. You see it. The plotting and the planning against people, you know, for money and for whatever the case may be. Live the life, leave the life ain't no thing. This is the mentality. You see it every day. You see it every day. Like I said, I was living that life. I can adapt to it. I know it. But I'm not gonna accept it because it was wrong. The creator pulled me up out of that and gave me an insight and gave me a look. Of course I was rough around the edges. He knows that. He knew that it was gonna take time for me to understand that to live the life and leave the life ain't no thing. Is that part of that life is real, but it's not promising. It's not forever. It's not forever. At one particular time in our life, we get signs that this is not the life. I know it. I don't want to go out like Ramsey did. I don't want to go out like Ramsey's. Towards the end, I'm living a life and live the life, and I'm thinking that, you know, I'm the man. I'm the man. The prime example of that is you see what's going on. I don't want to say their name. You see what's going on in the headline. That, you know, you untouchable, that you cannot be stopped. You can't this and that, you know. That whole world, that whole thing come crashing down on you, because that is not a world that is not, it wasn't designed for you. That's not your world. These people designed this world, you know, to have the mentality to say who's this and who's that. We was designed to do the good thing, the right thing, to fight against things like that, not to adapt it, not to abide by it, not to live it. And then if you are blessed to come up out of it, that's amazing. That's amazing to be, you know, to come up out of that life, man. To live the life and leave the life ain't no thing. Some of us got toe tag out. Toe tag out. We was living the life and we had that mentality to leave the life. Ain't no thing. Yes. A lot of us, people that came before us, people that's going on right now, people that was living a life, and they leave the life. Ain't no thing. Meaning they got murdered. But we was blessed to what? Live the life and leave it by other means. We left it with the help of him. You know, in the Quran it says that, in the Quran, it states that you was on the brink of the pit fire and he saved you, send the rope down to you. So rejoice and give thanks. Yes. The pit. The pit. What's lower than death? Nothing is lower than death. Nothing is lower than death because you're gone. Your physical is gone. You know? It's gone, man. We don't have a clue. We don't have a clue, man. Some of us don't have a clue. If we do have a clue, we just want to keep on doing what we do, which is wrong. Which is wrong. It's about integrity. It's about to uplift your life, to uplift others by example. I'm an example. I'm an example for you and for all of those that's in the life and that's living it. That it don't work. That you could bounce back from it. I have many death situations, man. Many. I was told that I ain't supposed to be here. One time somebody said that, you still living? It was a shock to them. They was really shocked. They was really shocked, man. You're gonna have people out there, man, that they shocked that you still in existence and that they want you. They don't want you to be in existence. They don't want you to warn people about living a life and leaving a life. There's no hope for you over there. It's not. I mean, you don't get nothing out of it. If I live the life and I'm upholding I'm upholding my part, why do I have to leave the life? I'm upholding it. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. Right? I'm being 100. I'm being solid. I'm not telling nobody. I'm not doing this. I'm not doing that. Why is I'm getting murdered? For what? If those same people can talk and come back and say that it's not worth it, they wouldn't do it. They wouldn't do it, man. They wouldn't do it. Some of them wouldn't do it. To me, that's just my option. I read something different in the Quran. Excuse me, I read something different in the Quran. He said that most of them said that they want to go back. He said they would be worse off than what they came before because they know about that side. So they'd come back. Most of them, he said most of them is lies. But I'm just saying that to live the life and leave the life ain't no thing. That's the wrong concept of life. That's the wrong concept of living. That's the wrong concept. We've been taught wrong. We've been bamboozled. We've been taught and taught out of our existence is a blessing and to give off great positive energy towards one another is amazing. So that concept of, live the life, leave the life ain't no thing. It's wrong. It's wrong. I'm telling you, beloved, it's wrong. So we gotta wake up. At some point in time in our life, we gotta wake up. Right now, in the living, in the flesh, we have to wake up. Yeah. That's all I'm saying. Because it's not going to get you anywhere. It stagnates you. What's the reward? Death, jail for the rest of your life. Like I said, a lot of us got toe tagged out. The few of us that's still here is here to deliver the message, to wake up and to warn everybody else is that that's not the life to live. If you had near-death situations and these things occurred to you in your life, it's up to you to warn everybody that that's not the way to go. It's not. At some particular time, man, in your life, man, you have to fight. You have to fight for your existence. You have to fight for your energy. You have to fight for everything that you stand for. If he's giving you a way out, of course it's not going to be easy. Of course you're going to be called, oh, you a sucker, you this, you that, you a traitor, you this and that. Of course you're going to be called all type of names because for some reason that he woke you up. He don't want you to be in that path. And to die in that state is crazy. To die in that state of unbelief is crazy. Like I said, you could be the most stand-up guy, the most solid guy, the most solid guy. The next thing you know, your life is took it from you, and you don't know why. You don't know why. You're like, yo, why they killed him? That was a good dude. That's this and that. He stand up. He stand on business. He this and that. You don't even know why. Because that's not the life for us. That's not the life that we should be living. Or whatever we doing. It's not set for us to be living that life. We're supposed to be living a righteous life. A righteous life. Away from drugs, murder, plotting, planning against people, or whatever the case may be, or whatever that life has to offer. You know what it offered? It offered nothing good. The life of crime. You speak no hero, right? You see, and you don't hear no evil. That's what that life brings. You don't speak it. Because if you're doing dirt, you don't speak it. You don't tell it. You doing these things. You're the most solid guy. Next thing you know, you end up gone. Yes. You could compare the difference. You can't compare. Of course, all of us are going to pass away. All of us are going to go to that other side. But you can compare. You could. So this is a big debate. Live the life, leave the life ain't no thing. But it's a thing to me. Because to me, there's no rewarding. There's no reward over there. There's no reward. There's no reward. The only reward is death and in jail for the rest of your life. Yes. Then you constantly on point. Then death sits in sometimes. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, you know. I was blessed to get up out of it, man, and to warn others about it. You don't think the devil wanted me? You don't think he still want me to be blessed? Because he had other plans for me. He had other plans for this physical body. He had other plans for my soul. He wanted it then and now. And the Creator blessed me to come up out of it with the rope. We send the rope down. I took the rope. I seen the opportunity and I took it. That's crazy because some of us are going to pass away in it. My thing is, we're going to pass in our life. To live the life and live the life. Some of us are going to pass in that unbelief state. My job is to try to save as much people as I can. Anyone that I can. That's all I want to do. Whether it be male or female, it don't matter. It don't matter to me. Because that produces failure. That life is also real too. And the righteous life is also real. Both of those real. Somebody that's living that life can say that, yeah, you live in that life, you live the life, leave that life, ain't no thing for you too. You right. But I'd rather live the righteous life. I'd rather live that life of no smoking, no drinking, no partying, and this, hanging around these certain places and stuff like that. That breeds violence, that breeds drugs, and just bleed problems. You're causing yourself a great disservice to yourself. Some would say that. But if you of the criminal world and of that world, live the life, it probably don't bother you. Yes, it probably won't bother you. It probably won't affect you. At some particular time, it will perfect. It will. This is why the Creator says in the Quran, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim, bismillahir rahmanir rahim." He said, "Al-hakamu takawtor, hatazo tumu makabir, kalasafata alamun, tuma kalasafata alamun." He said the mutual rival of this world of pulling up, the things that you're chasing after, the things that you want in life, all right? All the glamour, the fame, the riches, it diverts your mind from his existence, from his goodness, his grace. It diverts you from the most serious things. And the most serious things is when you live in that life and then you live that life, right? That's what he's saying, right? He said you will come to see it with sight. Then he swore upon himself that you would see it with sight, meaning death, meaning the next world. You would see it with sight. He swore on himself that you would see it. He said, yes, it is real. You will see it. He is warning you about living a life and leaving a life. Of being that stand-up guy in the life. Ramses was stand-up, solid. Ramses, what? Talks about him with Moses. Yes. He had money, he had the riches, he had everything. He said he had the world on smash. And when death came upon him, he said, yo, I believe now. And he said, nah, you're going to be an example for those that came before you. I'm going to reserve your body so people can see. Ramses was the worst of the worst, Ramses. He was killing all firstborns. They was killing all firstborns. They was murdering firstborn, letting the woman live. Ramses was wicked. Not only that, Ramses was starving people. Ramses was very wicked. All he cared about was the physical world. He was the first one that built the high tower. He said, I'm gonna measure up to your Lord. You're going to measure up to your God. Who's your God? Who's your God now? Yeah, Ramses. He was the first one that built a long, big building, big tower, all the way, skyscraper, like the Empire State Building, even longer. He said, I'm going to build one that reached the so-called heavens. He was building it, and it just kept falling down. I mean, you know, he had workers. All I'm just saying is that don't be a Ramses. Live the life ain't no thing. That's not the way to go. It ain't the way to go, man. Straight up, it ain't the way to go. Many of us lost our life, living a life, leave the life ain't no thing. We are being preyed upon every year with candles and drinking. I don't want to go out like that. I don't want to go out with candles and drinking and smoking. And then it'd be the norm. It'd be the norm after that. I don't want to go out like that. I don't want to go out like that. And I know you don't want to go out like that, because that's not the way to go out and be talked about. Yeah, man, he was real, man. He was this and that, you know. Nah, no. And you shouldn't want that neither for yourself. It's not a good look. It's just up to you, you know. The ball's in your court. We got to keep pushing, man. We got to keep pushing. That's all I can say. We have to keep pushing. So I'm going to end this off with live the life, leave the life ain't no thing. I compared it, and I showed that there's the results of having that mentality, and we need to root that out of our communities and our societies and ourselves and others. So with that note, man, you guys have a great morning. Later.